Have you ever felt like someone has completely occupied your mind? No matter what you do, where you go, or how hard you try to distract yourself, their presence lingers in your thoughts. It's almost like they become a part of your mental landscape. Why does this happen? Is it love, obsession, or something deeper? Today, we are going to uncover the hidden psychological reasons why a person stays on your mind 24 hours a day. By the end of this video, you will not only understand why this happens but also how to manage these thoughts and emotions effectively. Welcome to Psychology Inside. If you are someone who loves diving into the complexities of the human mind and behavior, you are in the right place. Our channel is dedicated to exploring psychological truths, decoding emotions, and helping you navigate your relationships and inner self. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on content that can change the way you see the world and yourself. Number 1. Why do we think about someone all the time? Let's start with the most fundamental question. Why does this happen? Thinking about someone constantly is not just a matter of chance. It's often the result of complex processes in your brain. The human brain is wired to focus on what it finds emotionally significant. When you are emotionally attached to someone, your brain prioritizes thoughts about them because they are meaningful to you. This attachment could stem from love, admiration, conflict, or even unresolved feelings. One major player in this process is the neurotransmitter dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical responsible for pleasure and reward in the brain. When you think about someone you like or are attracted to, your brain releases dopamine, making the thought of them feel rewarding. Over time, this creates a loop where your brain craves their presence in your thoughts, much like an addiction. Number 2. The role of emotional attachment. Emotional attachment is one of the strongest reasons why someone dominates your thoughts. When you form a connection with someone, your brain begins associating them with feelings of comfort, happiness, and security. This is particularly true in romantic relationships. The early stages of love trigger intense chemical reactions in the brain. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, and serotonin, the happiness chemical, are released, making you feel euphoric whenever you think about or interact with the person. But emotional attachment isn't limited to romantic feelings. It can also occur in friendships, family relationships, or even with mentors or idols. When someone has a significant impact on your life, your mind naturally gravitates toward them. Number 3. Unfinished business and unresolved emotions. Have you ever felt that there's something left unsaid or undone with a person? These unresolved emotions can create a mental loop, keeping them in your thoughts constantly. For instance, if you had an argument or misunderstanding with someone, your mind might replay the incident repeatedly, trying to find closure. This is your brain's way of seeking resolution, even if it's not always possible. Unresolved emotions can also stem from missed opportunities. Maybe you never confessed your feelings to someone, or perhaps you regret the way a relationship ended. These lingering thoughts are your brain's attempt to rewrite the story or imagine a different outcome. Number 4. The psychology of mutual energy. Here's an interesting concept. What if the person you are thinking about is also thinking about you? Psychological and spiritual theories suggest that energy flows between people who share a strong connection. This idea is supported by the phenomenon of emotional resonance. When two people are deeply connected, their thoughts and emotions can influence each other, even from a distance. This could explain why you suddenly think of someone, only to receive a call or message from them shortly after. While science hasn't fully explained this phenomenon, many people report experiencing it, making it a compelling reason why someone might stay on your mind. Number 5. Obsession versus genuine connection. It's important to distinguish between obsession and genuine connection. Thinking about someone constantly isn't always a sign of love or attachment. In some cases, it can indicate an unhealthy obsession. Obsession occurs when your thoughts about someone become intrusive and interfere with your daily life. This often happens when you idealize the person or place unrealistic expectations on the relationship. On the other hand, a genuine connection is rooted in mutual respect and understanding. While you may think about the person often, it doesn't consume your every waking moment. Number 6. How memories and triggers play a role. Memories are powerful. A song, a scent, or even a familiar place can trigger thoughts about someone. This happens because your brain associates certain stimuli with the person, creating a mental link. For example, if you used to listen to a particular song with someone, hearing it again can bring back a flood of memories and emotions. These triggers can be both comforting and challenging, depending on the nature of your relationship with the person. Number 7. How to manage these thoughts. Now that we understand why someone stays on your mind, let's talk about how to manage these thoughts. The first step is self-awareness. Recognize when your thoughts are becoming obsessive or overwhelming. Journaling can be a helpful tool to process your emotions and gain clarity. Next, focus on creating healthy boundaries in your mind. Whenever you find yourself thinking about the person, gently redirect your thoughts to something productive or positive. Engaging in mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, can also help you regain control over your thoughts. Finally, consider seeking closure if possible. Whether it's through a conversation or personal reflection, addressing unresolved emotions can free your mind from the constant loop. If a person is on your mind 24 hours a day, it's not just a coincidence. Whether it's emotional attachment, unresolved feelings, or mutual energy, your brain has its reasons for holding on to them. But remember, understanding these reasons is the key to finding peace and balance. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe to Psychology Insight for more fascinating content about the human mind and relationships. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have you ever experienced a time when someone seemed to take over your thoughts completely? No matter where you are, what you are doing, or how much you try to focus on something else, their presence lingers in your mind. It feels like they're with you all the time, when you wake up, during the quiet moments of your day, and even when you close your eyes at night. It's a strange and powerful feeling, isn't it? But why does this happen? Why does one person occupy your thoughts so much? Is it love, obsession, or something deeper and more mysterious? Today, we are going to dive into the psychological reasons behind this phenomenon and uncover what it really means when someone is on your mind 24 hours a day. The truth is, our brains are wired in fascinating ways. When someone becomes important to us emotionally, they take up a significant space in our minds. Our thoughts are not random. They are influenced by what matters to us most. When you think about someone constantly, it's because your brain has prioritized them as significant. This could be due to love, admiration, or even conflict. The role of emotions is crucial here. Emotions act like a glue that binds our thoughts to certain people or experiences. When you feel happy, safe, or connected with someone, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine gives you a sense of pleasure, a little reward for thinking about them. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, strengthens feelings of trust and attachment. Together, these chemicals create a cycle in which your brain keeps bringing that person back into focus, almost like an addiction. But it's not just positive emotions that keep someone in your thoughts. Unfinished business or unresolved feelings can have the same effect. Have you ever had an argument with someone and found yourself replaying the conversation in your head? Or maybe you had feelings for someone but never expressed them, leaving a sense of what if lingering in your mind. These unresolved emotions act like a puzzle your brain is trying to solve, keeping that person's image front and center. Sometimes, thinking about someone isn't just about your feelings, it might also be about theirs. There's an interesting psychological and even spiritual theory that suggests mutual energy plays a role. When you are deeply connected to someone, your thoughts and emotions can influence each other. Have you ever thought about someone and moments later they called or messaged you? It feels like more than just coincidence. This shared energy, though not fully understood by science, is something many people have experienced. But here's an important question. Is it healthy to think about someone all the time? Not always. Sometimes, these thoughts can cross the line into obsession. Obsession happens when your thoughts become intrusive and start to take over your life. It's when you idealize someone so much that their presence in your mind overshadows everything else. On the other hand, a genuine connection is different. It's natural to think about someone you care for deeply, but it doesn't consume you. It allows space for mutual respect and balance. The key is to recognize whether your thoughts are lifting you up or holding you back. Memories also play a big role in why someone stays in your mind. A familiar scent, a song, or a place can bring back vivid memories of that person. These triggers are like little reminders of your connection to them. Whether those memories are joyful, bittersweet, or even painful. So, what can you do if these thoughts start to feel overwhelming? The first step is to acknowledge them. Don't push them away or try to suppress them. Understand that your feelings are valid and that it's okay to think about someone who matters to you. But at the same time, it's important to set boundaries for your mind. Whenever you find yourself caught in a loop of thinking about that person, gently redirect your thoughts to something else. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It means taking control of where you focus your energy. Engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's spending time with friends, exploring a hobby, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of self-care. Sometimes, seeking closure can also help. If it's possible, have an honest conversation with the person you are thinking about. Share your feelings, clear up misunderstandings, or express what's been left unsaid. If that's not an option, writing down your thoughts can be just as effective. Even if you never send a letter, the act of putting your emotions into words can be incredibly healing. When someone is on your mind 24 hours a day, it's a sign that they've left a deep impression on your heart and mind. But it's also a reminder of the power you have to shape your own thoughts and emotions. You don't have to be a prisoner to your feelings. By understanding the reasons behind them and taking small steps to regain balance, you can find peace within yourself. Remember, your mind is a beautiful and powerful place. While it's natural to think about the people who matter to you, it's equally important to make room for yourself. Cherish your connections, but never forget to prioritize your own well-being. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe to Psychology Insight for more fascinating content about the human mind and relationships. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.